Welcome to What's the Word Sports Podcast, y'all. You already know it's your boy Manny,
It's your boy Sean.
and we want to welcome you on a great episode. It's going to be a great, exciting episode for y'all today. To kick off, well, to end off the week. Um, so, let's tap the chit chat. Let's get into business. So, the topic for today, you want to talk about it or you want me to?
Now you started off, brother.
All right. So, the topic of the day, and one of the topics that we want to discuss is basically, always you got to talk about the NBA, what's going on in the NBA. But I do have a question for everybody. I want everybody to tune in and to get their feedback and share what's on their mind. So now that Jalen Brunson has won a championship, how much pressure does Luka Doncic have to capture a championship in your estimation?
Um, in my opinion, there's no pressure on Luca to win a championship because of Jalen Brunson. I think any pressure on Luca winning a championship is solely because Luca has the talent and is one of the faces of the league. That's why he should win a championship. It has nothing to do with Jalen Brunson, though. I get that they was on the same team and they was teammates, but if I'm not mistaken, Luca took the Mavericks to the finals. If I'm not mistaken. Am I tripping, or did he take them to the conference finals?
Them to the conference finals.
Okay, well
Well,
he took them
yeah,
yeah, he took the Mavericks to the conference finals. Then
yeah, no finals. Yeah, no finals.
yeah, he took them to the conference finals. So and that was him taking the Mavs basically by himself. I mean, he was a guy. He took that Mavericks team to the conference finals. I
Hmm.
think now that he's on a new team, new environment, for me to be like the Lakers should win the finals, considering that they haven't even had the opportunity to really build around them yet.
Yeah,
It'd be unfair for me to say do that because the Knicks built around Jalen Brunson. They brought all his guys in. They brought a team that he would feel comfortable with. They brought people that could play alongside him. The Lakers this year is more than likely going to lose LeBron. And then
right.
other than that, all you have is Austin Reeves, which is a great start. But you need more than Austin Reeves to win a championship.
Hmm.
So until you build around Luca, I can't say that he needs to win a championship just because Jalen Brunson did. So
I feel what you're saying. Do I feel like that he needs to win a championship right now? Luca, no. Do I feel like the pressure is on? Absolutely. You have to go back and dilate a little bit. It was the Dallas Mavericks that traded Jalen Brunson because they, you know, thought that, you know, he wasn't, I guess, the guy that they figured that he was going to be, I guess the guy to continue in that Mavericks organization. They feel like that they can win without Jalen Brunson. Meanwhile, while he was a Maverick, Jalen Brunson was playing like lights out. And then for real, if Jalen Brunson would have stayed with the Dallas Mavericks and with Luka Doncic, I'm not even gonna hold you. They probably would have won a championship already. For real. And the fact that Jalen Brunson got traded and went to New York, and I mean, it took him a while, you know what I mean, to I guess to capture a championship or whatever the case may be, but he did it. Um, you know, you could say, oh, it was because of his college buddies that that and the chemistry that made him, I guess, uh, helped him to win capture the championship. You could say all that, but the truth of the matter is that he dropped 45 points in Game Five. He for the rest of the entire playoffs, he dropped over 25 points or more in the game. He was the MVP uh, of the NBA Finals. It was a no-brainer. The performance that Jalen Brunson has made is just been mind blowing. And with Luca, it's kind of different, man, because like, yeah, I'm trying to give him a little bit of grace because he got traded. He, you know what I mean. He got traded, went to the Lakers. But then also, you got to put in consideration that Luca does have them health problems and issues that always seem to hinder him from reaching his true max potential or to get to a level that he wants to play in. Um, yeah, I guess that works. That he, I guess, embraces or loves. And now he's in a situation with the Lakers where it's kind of like in rebuild mode. So at least to say, I feel like that he doesn't need a championship right now, but the pressure is on, no doubt about it, because the way that Luka Doncic, the type of player that he is. He's an international type player, and the Lakers got him for a reason. Because they believe that he can push the organization moving forward as the Lakers. And so as an example, so as a result, if a team believes in you that much, and we already know how Luca brings to the table. You know what I'm saying? With his skills and his assets and all that type stuff. You know, um, why not? Why can't you bring a championship to the Lakers?
See
I'm not
now,
talking about now. I'm not talking about now.
no,
I'm
no,
talking
but see,
about.
the thing I have is the question isn't is there pressure for Luka to bring a championship to the Lakers? Because if that was the question, then yes, that's the answer would be yes. The
Well,
question you
any
asked was
championship.
no,
It don't
but
have to be
that's
the
not
Lakers.
what you asked though. You asked because Jalen Brunson won a championship, should there be pressure on Luka? You didn't say the question isn't there be pressure on Luka to win a championship at all. The question is because of Jalen Brunson. So you make sure
Yeah.
you tie the end of that because at the end of the day, Jalen Brunson has nothing to do with Luka winning a championship.
But the thing about it is like when you look at it when the Dallas Mavericks when he was with the Dallas Mavericks, nobody looked at Jalen Brunson as the guy. It was Luca that they looked at him as the guy.
I
You
know,
feel what
but
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying, but that's not Luka's fault though. That's the Dallas Mavericks organization fault. So if
Well,
anybody's
yeah.
if there's going to be pressure on anybody because of if we're talking about because of Jalen Brunson winning the championship, who should there be pressure on? It should be on the Mavs. It shouldn't be on Luka. The Mavs have pressure because the Mavs let Jalen Brunson go. It's not no pressure on Luka for Jalen Brunson winning the championship.
But the type of player that Luka Doncic is, he should capture a championship.
That's not the
He
question you
should.
asked, though, brother. That's not what you asked, brother. I agree that he should, but that's not what you asked, brother. I'm going off of what you asked, brother.
But I mean, I'm saying with Jalen Brunson winning that championship, it does say like, yo, bro, okay, we gotta see what's going on. Now I understand he had an adjustment and stuff like that, but still, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know he's in the process of rebuilding and all that type of stuff, but like Luca is an international type player. You need to deliver. Period. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think after what Jalen Brunson has done, and especially the performance that he made, there's no doubt about it that whether Luca is a Dallas Maverick or Los Angeles Laker or anywhere, you know what I mean? He needs to capture a championship. I believe the pressure is on him.
Yeah, we got going
I'm
going
just
off of
saying.
not. I believe there's pressure on Luca to win a championship,
Dallas
not because of
clean
Jalen
house.
Brunson though.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. Dallas did clean house. You're right. Dallas did clean house.
Going
He
we
was not
going off
going
the
for a
question.
championship, much like Harden. What? Oh no. He said he has poor leadership skills and he's lazy. Well, you're right about that part. But first of all, Harden is not championship material. He already shown that throughout his whole entire career. So Melo, I give him that. Chris Paul, yeah, he should have won a championship. The type of player that he it was, and the mastermind that he was offensively and everything like that. But I understand where he's coming from, like his lack of poor leadership skills and laziness. He is be lazy, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think after winning Jalen Brunson winning the championship, he has to wake up. Like you know what I mean? Like He said Luca was just in the conference just less than 3 years. He can do it. Yeah, he can do it. Yeah, he can do it. I'm not saying that he can't. He can do it. I know he can. It just he has to deliver it. Jalen Brunson only went to the Eastern Conference what twice? Am I correct? Twice. Yeah, it was twice. It was last year and this year, right? Yeah, it was last year and this year. Won a championship this year. Won an MVP. Luca went to the conference finals. I think the time when it was the bubble, right? When they played the Lakers. Remember when they played the Lakers?
Mm.
Um, who else? Yeah, that's the only one I remember. But yeah, though. But you know what I mean. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Luca is capable of getting a team to that promised land. But at the same time, what you is right. The Dallas Mavericks did fold it, like did drop the ball on Luca, and now he's in a position where he's in a place where he has to rebuild that team because to be honest with you, LeBron ain't gonna be enough to win no championship. It's the truth. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Jalen Brunson has a whole team built around him, but I don't like Luca. Luca just got traded. Luca don't have nobody but Austin Reeves and Brian.
I understand that. I understand that, but I'm saying in general. I understand that. I understand that Brunson got a team. He got a squad. He got a team, and they built around him a championship team. But what I'm saying to you is that the Lakers need to do that too with Luca. And why? And then when they do that to Luca, absolutely Luca's is pressure to get a championship. Absolutely. If they build a team around
I
Luca,
still don't 100% agree with that because I think it's pressure for Luca. My whole thing is with this question is you said because of Jalen Brunson. So that the whole
yeah.
because of Jalen Brunson, you throw that out the window. It's not because of Jalen Brunson. Is Jalen Brunson winning the championship has nothing to do with Luca winning the championship, or have nothing to do with Luca having pressure to win a championship.
Why
Luca
not?
been had because Luca already had pressure to win a championship before Jalen Brunson won a championship. So it has nothing to do with Jalen Brunson. Let's get that out the window. Luca
But
had pressure to win a championship.
but can you at least or make the fact that it does look bad?
No, it doesn't. Because Jalen Brunson leaving the Mavs has nothing to do with Luca. That has nothing to do with Luca. And at the same time, Luca made it to the conference finals without Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, he did.
He
And then
did.
why didn't he catch a championship?
A lot of people can make the argument that nobody thought Jalen Brunson would have been this if he would have stayed with the Mavericks. Jalen
Well, I
Brunson would
kind of
have.
disagree. I kind of disagree. I believe that when he was with the Mavericks, I said he should have his own team.
Yes. I'm saying yeah, he should have his own team. He would never have his own team with Luca though. That's the truth. He would never be
No,
able
you're
to
right.
really. He wouldn't got to this point in his career playing with Luca. You wouldn't see him putting up 45 playing next to Luca. You
You're
feel
right.
me?
You're
So
right.
it's a blessing that he was able to get his own team, but that has nothing to do with Luca. There's no pressure on Luca because of Jalen Brunson winning the championship. It's all because of the pressure that or the talent that Luca is.
But the
That's
only reason why I said it was the pressure was on Luca was because they decided to move on from Jalen Brunson and they picked Luca instead of Jalen Brunson. And so as a result,
but that's the right choice.
Jalen Brunson got the championship and
But
Luca didn't.
that was the right choice though. That's what I'm trying. It's that
Well, you
that's
can
not the
make
wrong
that.
choice. You can't say that because Luca was clearly better than Jalen Brunson. That's clear as day.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so
That's clear as that.
you
No, that's clear as
can't
that.
be like they chose the wrong player because Luca was clearly better. And if you want to be honest, Luca is still clearly better than Jalen Brunson.
Okay, I'm not arguing that.
So
I'm
they
not
didn't choose
arguing
the
that.
wrong player. I don't think Jalen Brunson is
But
bringing
I'll
a
say this. But I'll
championship.
say this. Jalen Brunson is more legendary than
Yeah,
Luka.
but Jalen Brunson is not bringing a championship to the Mavs. He's
Since
not.
Jalen Brunson is not what?
No, no, he's not bringing them. He's not bringing the championship to the Mavs by himself.
I'll say depend on what like team they assemble around him.
As I said, he Jalen Brunson got put in a good situation where they built around him. The Mavs wouldn't have built around him like that.
Brunson winning doesn't add extra pressure to Luca. Now, if Anthony Davis win a championship, you may have an argument. What Anthony Davis got to do with Luca? I don't think Anthony Davis will ever win a championship ever again in his career.
Anthony Davis already got a championship.
No, no, no. I'm talking about again, like another championship.
You don't think he'll
I
ever
know
win
he
a
got another.
championship again?
Huh?
No, I think it depends on where he go after the Wizards.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I just feel that since you pick Luca to be the franchise court, I'm not gonna be the franchise guy, and that was the right decision. I'm not saying it wasn't wrong, but it does definitely like have to wonder. Okay, can Luca actually bring a championship to any franchise? It don't have to be a Lakers or something like that. You have to literally ask yourself, can Luca do the job? I mean, he took the Dallas Mavericks to the conference finals a few times, but he didn't go to the finals. So my point is like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
You're right, but then you gotta also consider this. When Luca's role,
he said that don't count. He got a championship at COVID. That don't count. I'm crying.
I would say the role for Luca to win a championship, bro, is way harder than the role for Jalen Brunson. The West is way more stacked than the East, and I mean, that's the
You're right.
truth.
You're right.
All Jalen Brunson really has to worry about is the Celtics. That's all you got to worry about. The West you still got to worry about the Thunder. You still got to worry about the Spurs. So and there's a whole bunch of other teams that you got to worry about. So once even if they built around Luca, that's a whole bunch of teams that's built to win championships in the West.
So do
Unlike the
you?
East.
Do you feel like just because he's in the West, it kind of gives him an excuse to not bring a championship?
No, it's not an excuse. I told you it's still pressure on him to win a championship. But the truth is the truth that it is a harder path for him to win a championship rather than Jalen Brunson.
It is. It is. I'm not going to pretend to say it's not. It is. But yeah. Right now the league. That's why I said I was giving Luca grace because the Lakers are just like in rebuilding stage, and so it's not like I'm like expecting them to win the championship next year. You get what I'm saying? Because they're still building. But eventually, I do would like to see Luca go to the finals and win a championship. I feel like that if he in his career without a championship, it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad, especially because the type of player that he is. Because everybody know that Luca is better than Jalen Brunson. Feel me? So if he don't come or capture a championship, it don't matter whether the Lakers or Houston or I don't care where team it is. If he don't capture a championship by the end of his career, it's gonna be a disappointing career. I'm gonna keep it whole being with you. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but you know what I mean.
Um, I don't agree with you 100% because there's a lot of, like I said, it's a lot of great players who didn't win a championship in their career who's still better than people who won championships. So I wouldn't say disappointing career.
I'll say it'd be disappointing because he can't get a championship, and he has the player type skills to bring a championship, but he just didn't deliver. And
And
so as a result, it'd be like, huh?
what's my man's name? I can't think of his name right now. Who ain't won a championship? Played for the Sixers and be on a show with Shaq.
Somebody, yeah,
No, not AI. He be on the whole show with Shaq and all them.
you said he played with the Sixers.
Yeah, let me look it up. I can't
Danny
think of his name.
Green? Is it Danny Green?
No, not no Danny Green, brother. Say, I know. Nah.
He's the only one that got a championship and played with the
I
Heat.
said don't got a championship.
Oh, don't got a championship. Okay.
Somebody help me out in the comments.
Yeah, help us out.
I can't think of his name.
Charles Barkley.
Yeah, Charles Barkley. Yeah, that's
Charles
what
Barkley.
Charles
Good job.
Barkley, bro,
Thanks,
don't got
bro,
no championship.
JB.
Charles Barkley don't got no championship, bro, and he's one of the best players of his position of all time. So, and I don't look at his career and be like that's a disappointing career. So, I don't think not winning a championship would be a disappointing career.
Well, let us know what you guys think, y'all, about the Luca. And you feel like that this is down since Jalen Brunson won the title. Do you feel like that Luca is pressure or need to capture a championship? Um, even not even because of Jalen Brunson got a championship. Do you believe that Luca is already on the hot seat of getting supposed to be in the driver's seat of getting a championship, just regardless. Let us know in your comments below and everything like that, and continue to be engaged into the show. Um, you know, we was talking about Jalen Brunson, and we was talking about the champs. We might as well keep on, stay on the champs. But one of the guys that won the championship with Jalen Brunson this year was Karl Anthony Towns. Now, according to the sources, Karl Anthony Towns, his contract is up. And in your opinion, bro, should or everybody else should Karl Anthony Towns take less money to try to repeat with the group he has again?
Um, should he take less money?
Less money, yeah.
No, he shouldn't take less money. I mean, if his goal, I mean, to me, he already won a championship. So that's something that you already scratch off the bucket list. So I mean, now if his goal is just to keep winning championships, then cool, take more money. But during this run, Carlton Towns played horrible. Or not, I'm not gonna say horrible, but he didn't play. He didn't play great.
He played well. He didn't play
He didn't
well.
play
Right.
great. You don't. When you think about this Knicks winning the championship, you don't be like, oh yeah, Carlton Towns did his thing. So to me, right now, it's probably the most time and where he'll be able to actually get the most money. So I feel like Carlton Towns has to get the most money that he can get. I don't think he's in a position where he should take less money. He has to get the most money he can get. He has to.
Yeah. So you got
That's yeah. He has to get the money. I ain't gonna lie. He is. There's nothing else you can really say. He has to get paid. You got to pay Carl Anthony Towns.
yeah.
Whether it's the Knicks or anybody else. I mean, if the Knicks don't want to do it because they want to get more pieces, then they're gonna have to find somebody else to replace him. But the Carl Anthony Towns is only gonna get paid this year. After this contract, I don't think he'll ever be able to get paid again. And I'm not sure how much if he ever had a big payday
You
yet.
mean like long term deal?
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Um, should he take less money? I think it all depends on where his mindset is. If you feel like that he wants to repeat and he wants to stay in New York and he believes in the team that he's with and he wants to make that sacrifice, I think that's his prerogative. That's his choice. Um, but if I'm calling Anthony Towns and you just won the championship, literally every single team that has extra money on the salary cap money is going to give you a contract that you have never seen before because you won the championship. Even though that he didn't have a great performance this um, uh, finals run, the truth of the matter is that he made rebounds with it when it counted. He made it.
Oh yeah. Also, my fault, brother. He has 2 years left on his contract.
Oh, two. Oh, so an
Yeah,
extended. So I mean, well, yeah. So yeah,
it,
but I mean, in general though, like, if, I mean, well, if that's the case, well, if I'm the Knicks, I would extend him now. If you're trying to lock him
nah,
down, if you
I
see
don't
him,
even think, but he's also 30 years old.
yeah, he's 30 years old.
Yeah,
Well, it
so
all depends on the franchise.
his contract will be done when he's 32.
Okay, I guess it all depends on where they at mentally, like when it comes to the team. If they feel like that Carl Towns can still lead them a championship, or they still see him as the face, or not the face, but you know what I mean, as a part of that team, then we'll probably give him a extra 2 year deal or something like that, or a year and a player option a year or something like that. Um, but yeah, in general though, I feel like that if I'm calling these towns, I'm getting the most money I possibly can. Period. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's all about what he wants to do. Um, if he wants to stay, he'll stay. Take less money or whatever it be, so they can continue to build that team up and try to go for the repeat. But if he doesn't, because actually I looked at it. He actually has 1 more year left in his contract. That other year is a player option. You know what I'm saying? So, so as I'm saying, it's all about what he wants to do and what his mentality is. But if I'm Carl Anthony Towns, I got a championship already. Um, I don't need to prove anything else. I'm gonna get the paper, and whoever is giving me the most money in the bank, I'm cashing out. I'm cashing in. Period. I'm cashing in. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think at this point in Towns' career, he kind of did everything that he needed to do. For real, for real. I mean, when you think about it, you know what I mean. And so, like, um, my man, get as much money as you possibly can. And if somebody offer you more money, crazy money, then take it. You know what I mean? Just don't. Um, I say don't limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, that's how I think about it though. About current
Mhm.
details. Think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what y'all think about Carnegie Town. Do you think he should take less money to keep that team up and running, or you think that he should go on the free agency and let somebody else give him the money that he wants, or go above and beyond? Let us know what y'all feel about Carnegie Towns on that type of subject, and we want to keep the train rolling. We're gonna keep the train rolling on NBA, and we're gonna talk about Jalen Brown. Now, Jalen Brown, his name has definitely been on the spotlight for the past few weeks now. So that being said, is Jalen Brown, is he better off with his own team or should stay with the Celtics? In your opinion?
Um, in my opinion, I think, and this is not just because I'm a Sixers fan. I believe that probably he should get his own team. I think he probably should get his own team. I mean, we just seen what happened with Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson got from underneath Luca's wing, and now he just won a championship.
Yeah,
So if Jalen Brown can get out from underneath of Tatum's wing, I think that is a good chance that he could win a championship without Jason Tatum. I mean, we've seen him bring that team that far without Jason Tatum this whole season. So who's to say that he can't do that on another team? As long as you put the pieces around him. I mean, Jalen Brown has shown that he can be a star in this league without Tatum.
yeah, uh huh,
I feel like I feel like the duo of Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum is definitely great though. Don't get it wrong. That duo has already shown that they can win a championship.
Hmm.
So and I do also believe that if it's not broke, don't fix it. So they Celtics can win a championship with both players. But I think as far as Jalen Brown's like career and his legacy, I think he should be able to want to and he can do it by himself.
Yeah, I agree with you completely, totally, 100%. Um, I think what we just witnessed with him this past year, I remember when he was on um, the day after he got swept by the Sixers 3-1, and it was over, and he got into the interview with and a reporter asked him. She said, what was best about this season? The man literally said, I feel like I played phenomenal, the best season of my life. You know what that told me, brother?
Mm. Yeah, that he wants to go.
Yes,
Or that
absolutely,
he
100%,
he pretty much.
100%. The man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was one of those guys that had. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those guys that was not a believer in Jalen Brown. I was not a believer in
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brown. I didn't think that he would be able to carry that team while Tatum was down. I thought they was gonna be last, one of the last teams in the East, in the Eastern Conference. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't think Jalen Brown was that guy, or he could show that he can be the man. Boy, I was wrong. The man, excuse me, was playing at an MVP level. MVP level. He was one of the MVP finalists when the season was over. The man
Mm-hmm.
won over 50 games with the Boston Celtics. He averaged 30 points a game each game that he played with the Celtics while Tatum was gone. He was phenomenal. He was fantastic. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Now I see Jalen Brunson, I say Brunson, Jalen Brown in a different light now. Um, I believe that he can impact a team. Um, I believe that he can reach his full max potential if he leaves the Celtics. Um, he got a championship already with Tatum, he's going to already going to be down in history as one of the great duos in Boston history, Boston Celtics history. You know what I mean? With him and Tatum. You feel what I'm saying? And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like that right there um shows that the dynamic between them two is special. But I think Jalen Brown, I think it's time for him to expand his horizons. I think it's time for him to run a franchise. He deserves it. I think he's ready. Um, I think he'll impact a team tremendously, like an Atlanta Hawks, team that's up and coming. Teams that are up and coming and needs like a star away, he can definitely fit that criteria as well to change the dynamic of a team. Um, I didn't know Jalen Brunson had it in him, and he did, and he does. And I don't think that the Celtics need Jalen Brunson. I mean Jalen Brown. I keep saying Jalen Brunson. Lord have mercy. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I do believe that if Brown really wants to be where he want to be and create his own legacy, like you said before, he has to go. And he already got a championship already, and so you know just continue to build your legacy. It's all about you. I mean, literally when he said in the interview, like, "Yo, I love having the ball in my hands. I love being the man in the spotlight. So if you want to be the man in the spotlight, go ahead and be the man in the spotlight. Because at the end of the day, he's not going to be the spotlight guy if Tatum is still the man of the franchise. That's just the bottom
Yeah,
line.
I mean, I agree with that statement, but then at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Jalen Brown win MVP? not the league.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he won finals MVP. So like he can be he can be the guy to lead the team with Tatum there. It will just never be his team. You feel me? So
Right,
I get
right,
what you're saying.
right. You
It'll never
feel
be
me?
his team.
Right, right. It'll never be his team. That's why I feel like that he will always like if he does stay with the Celtics, I feel like that he will always contribute and stuff like that. But when you first think of the Boston Celtics, you think of who?
Yeah, Tatum.
Yeah, you don't think about Jalen Brown. You only think about him second, not
Right.
the first one. You feel me? So it's like no matter I feel like no matter what he does, Brown does in the Celtics, it's always gonna be Jason Tatum. And he's not gonna be
Yeah,
able to
will
get
be.
out that shadow until he leaves and flourish on his own and become, you know what I'm saying, a Jalen Brown, the Jalen Brown show instead of the Jason Tatum, Jalen. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah. Anything
But
else you want to say with that topic though?
no, I agree. I think he should go because he'll never be the true guy with the
Yeah.
Celtics. He'll never look at the Celtics and be like, that's Jalen Brown's team.
And I
It will
also
always
feel
be
like,
Jason Tatum's team.
yeah, you're right. And I also feel like that um, Jalen Brown, yeah, like when it comes to Giannis or something like that, with the pair of Jason Tatum, I think that would be a nice one fit because it'll change things. It'll change things with them with their system because their system is always like shooting the ball, shooting threes because they're like a shooting three type team. Like there's nobody unstoppable like that. And we've seen from the 76ers that when they can't shoot, they're terrible. They're terrible. And so, you know what I mean? And so, um, you know what I mean? I feel like they need to try a new philosophy. If I'm the I mean, if I'm thinking about the Celtics, um, I mean, still have that danger three threat. I mean, if you still got it, but you also got to have other weapons arsenal, not just that one. You feel what I mean? And so, yeah,
Yeah.
because that
But
bited you in the ass
my
in
only
the series with the Sixers.
I was saying my only thing with that happening though is if Jalen Brown was already saying things like this was the best season and this is the best basketball he ever played without Jason Tatum, how do you think he's gonna feel playing with Jason Tatum and Giannis, two people who have the ball in the hand? I don't think Jalen Brown will be happy. I think it'll work, but Jalen Brown would not want to be on that team. He will be the third option on that team.
I don't think if Giannis played, I don't think if Giannis was a Boston Celtic, I don't think that Brown would have be a Celtic.
Okay, I thought you were saying play with them three playing all together. Okay,
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. I don't think that would have. I think it would. I think it would work, but the inside Brown would not be happy. No doubt about it.
yeah,
But I think if they did make that trade, Brown would definitely not would have been a Celtic. They was going to let him go. They was going to have to let him go.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, let us know what y'all feel about Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown. You feel like he needs his own team, or you think he needs to stay with the Celtics? He's really the hot topic of the summer, heading into the draft and into free agency and also trade deadlines as well. And so we're gonna keep a real good close eye up on Jalen Brown and see um, what's the next for him. Not only he's the only hot topic for the NBA, but there's another one that's another hot topic, and it was the other day when Trey Young announced that he is declining his player option to be, and he's going to be a free agent. And so, should the Washington Wizards pay him a long-term deal, uh, money, money contract? In your opinion, bro?
Um, yes, I think that's what's going to end up happening.
Oh wow, I don't know.
You said
I
should the
don't.
Wizards
I
pay
don't
him? Yeah, you said should the Wizards pay him, right?
yeah, a long-term deal.
Yeah, for as much as they gave up to get him. Yes, I feel like you have no choice. Yeah, you have no choice. You gave up all those your assets to get Trey Young. So if you don't bring him back, you basically traded all that away for nothing. Basically, if you don't get this man
Yeah,
back on this team, you traded all that stuff away for nothing. You know what I
right.
mean? So it's like they have to be able to retain him. They have to. No one, yeah. I don't see no way around that. And even with him declining the player option, he only declined it so that he can get more money.
Yeah,
That's the only reason
yeah,
why he declined
absolutely.
the player option. So
Yeah,
I think if you look at this team, they're clearly trying to build around him. I mean, he got the number one pick. So, like I've been saying, the Washington Wizards look pretty good on paper for what they can be. Trey Young, they got the French guy that was the number one pick a couple years ago. You got the potentially you're going to draft AJ. You got AD. That's a starting five that looks pretty pretty good. They look pretty good on paper. So all you need after that is the rest of your cast, your supporting cast. So in my opinion, you do whatever you can to bring Trey Young because you don't have nobody on that team that can really
right,
run the show, run that floor. Trey
right,
Young has the potential to do that. You know what I mean? Trey Young can space the floor out. Ice
right.
Trey. That's what they call him. Ice Trey. So if you got that one player that can space the floor out, and then I just named all these people. AD, the French guy, um, AJ, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. But them three players, those are all big players that can dominate the paint. You need that shooter, and that's Ice Trey. You're not gonna find no replacement for Ice Trey.
I was thinking about this. Um, I think what Trey Young is doing is very, very smart. He knows what he's doing. When he's declining his player option, he wants more money, obviously. Um, should Washington give him a long-term deal, more money? Well, let's look at the past 2 years that his production. His production hasn't been all that great. He's been hurt for the past 2, 3 years. He has not played not one game since he's been a Wizard. Um, his health is definitely always a question mark. Um, he's 27 years old. Um, I turned 28 in September. I would extend him, but not a deal that is crazy. You know what I mean? And what I
My
mean by
question
that,
is, now I'm gonna ask, why not though? Because
uh,
what is on that Washington team?
uh,
Who is nobody? You're not paying nobody on Washington team. So why wouldn't you give him that contract?
because it's because of the hesitant of it's all about the hesitant of the health of Trey Young. I mean that's what only will hold me back from giving him a long term deal. I mean when you look at him, bro, I mean yeah, Ice Trey, but I mean he hasn't really performed the way that he was performing uh in the past couple years. If anything, he's been declining uh from the year before last, the year last after that, and the last year and this year. You know what I mean? Well, 3 years. It'll be 3 years, 3 years, and so not four, three. So, um, but at the same time, I can understand the Wizards don't really have no choice but to pay him because they, like you said, they gave up a whole lot of compensation to get
No,
Trey Young.
I
So
looked
it's
it up.
kind of
They
like,
actually they didn't give up. They didn't give up a lot for him. They only gave up players for him.
well,
They gave up CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. So they didn't give too
okay,
much away
so
for him.
it ain't that bad. Okay. All right, so they're bad. Well, judging by that alone, his trade value wasn't even that great either. You know what I mean? And Trey Young, you think about Trey Young, you think about face of the franchise and all that type of stuff. His trade value should be sky high. His trade value was definitely low, and so as a result of that, it's like, okay, can he ever be that type of guy that we saw in Atlanta? No, I don't think that we have not. We're not going to see that type of Trey Young ever again that he was in Atlanta. Do I feel
I
like
disagree.
nah? Hold.
I disagree. I disagree. I very much disagree.
I'm not gonna
Very
hold
much.
you. Judging by these past few years. I'm just telling you, judging by his past few years and the
Who was on his
deterioration
team?
that he has made, huh?
Who was on his team? Who was the best player he played with?
Come on, in Atlanta,
Yes,
it was
because the best
Johnson,
player that he played
uh,
with was John Collins.
John Collins, yeah,
If you ask me, John
yeah,
Collins was the best player
Johnson.
he played with as far as chemistry was, and he got traded to another team. So I disagree with that statement because I think going to the Wizards, you're playing with better players.
I mean,
And if
yeah, he
AJ, if
probably can play
AJ,
with better players, but he ain't gonna put up the type of numbers that he was doing in Atlanta. Hell no, bro.
you know, bet I guarantee you he will. I guarantee you he will. The way
I
that
don't see it.
that Wizards team is structuring, you tripping.
I don't see it.
You're tripping. The
I
way
don't see it,
that
bro.
Wizards team is structured, if you have AD and the boy the center boy that they already got over there playing power forward and center, and AJ playing small forward, and then they already got a shooter that they had drafted last year and they rookie. You're tripping. I don't. You better do your research on this Washington Wizards team.
I'm doing my research. I mean, okay, the wisdom. I'm doing my research on Trey Young. We focus on Trey Young,
But you got
but
to understand,
this certain
Trey Young was on Atlanta by himself. He was by
okay,
himself in
cool,
Atlanta.
but okay, cool. But the fact of the matter is that he deteriorated. And I mean, he
By himself,
deteriorated.
he's not by himself no more.
I
Anybody would
mean,
deteriorate if you're by yourself. If you're the main focus and you're by yourself, yes, you're gonna deteriorate.
he averaged 17 points a game, bro. 17 points a game.
Yes, by
That's
himself.
not no. That's not a
By
normal Trey
himself.
Young. That's not a normal Trey Young average game, brother. He averaged. He averaged. I think
I
he
can't
averaged
wait to
like
revisit
25.
this. I can't wait to
I can't
revisit this
wait
during the season.
too.
Cause I can't wait.
I can't wait
You're
too,
tripping if you
brother.
think Trey Young. If you think Trey Young can't get back to himself, then you're tripping. You're
I don't think
tripping.
so. I don't think so.
Trey Young is only 27 years old.
And he's been showing slippage.
Oh my
And then
god,
also you
you're
got to
tripping.
remember that the injuries has definitely played a factor in his career. And so it's like,
They do.
you know, that's what I'm saying.
And you also got to understand that during his career, his minutes has been going down. And at
why is
the
that?
17 points he was getting 17 points in 20 minutes. His best career was 28 points, 28 to 29 points 29 points a game. That was his best career,
Yeah, it
averaging
was.
35 minutes. Averaging 35 minutes.
That was prime. That was prime Trey Young. I believe that he's out of his
Mm-mm.
prime. Oh no, not out of his prime. I believe he's like close to the end of his prime.
I can't say that.
I mean, it's just the evidence. The evidence just shows that, like, okay, like, I mean, yeah, Trey Young is Trey Young. Now he's Trey, bro, but like, he
He averaged that
hasn't
in his
really
first year.
shown anything, bro. Like,
He averaged 29 points his first
now,
year, his rookie year.
now I'm
That's
not
not his
saying that
prime.
he's a bad player. I'm not saying that he's a bad player.
I'm saying, but his prime is averaging 25 points. He can average 25 points.
He can, but he hasn't.
He will. I guarantee you. He
No, he's not.
will.
He's not averaging 25 points
He
this
will.
year. I
You do
guarantee
realize
that one.
some players just need to get out of an organization because it brings them down. You do realize that, right?
Yeah,
The organization let him down. Trey Young wanted to get out of Atlanta.
Yeah, but he
We
went
wanted
to
to
he
get out
went
of
to the
there.
Wizards and he played a few games and he wasn't snapping.
The Wizards didn't have nobody on the team. I'm telling this Wizards team is about to have AJ is getting ready to go number one. That changes the whole look. AD is actually going to be playing for the Wizards. AD got hurt with the Wizards, so he didn't play. And then the rookie boy that they had. I mean, not the rookie, but the center is not bad. You see, they got a 7-1 center who can shoot.
I don't know, bro.
If you put all these pieces together, Trey Young is not going to be the main focal point.
No,
By the end of
I don't think so either. I don't think he's gonna be the main focal point. I don't think. Yeah, you're right.
it should be AJ. AJ should be the main focal point. So if AJ is the main focal point, that leaves Trey Young wide open. Trey
But
Young
the
should be
question is,
wide
when he gonna
open.
make the shots? Because he's tempted to make
It's
miss
not.
them
It's not
shots
the.
too.
It's not the question because he will make the shot. he will make the shot. That's not. It's not a question.
He will make the shot. He will make the shot. I
Bro.
don't know. I guess we got to see what happens though. But I mean, in my opinion, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't think Trey Young will go back to where he was in Atlanta,
You'll
dropping
see.
like 25, 30 points a game, bro. Like,
You'll see. You'll see. You'll
yeah.
see. I don't want to see you doing none of this. I don't want to see you doing
I
that.
like Trey Young. I like Trey Young.
You don't
I
believe him.
wanted.
You don't
No,
believe him.
stop it. No, stop it. No,
You
I
don't believe
believe.
him.
No, I wanted him to go to my team.
You don't believe in him. You don't believe in Trey Young. You don't believe him.
I don't believe in that franchise.
I mean, my man's 27 years old. You don't believe in him. Let's go. Hey, Trey, I believe in you, bro. I'm here. I know what you can do, Trey. I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of. I'm here for you, bro. I'm here. Send me them tickets. I'll be there. I'll be there, Ice Trey. Don't worry.
You're gonna be the only one in DC.
I will. I will. I will. Yeah, I will. I'll be the only one. Courtside.
Yeah, you got that, brother. I ain't going to
Yeah,
DC.
I'm gonna be in the locker room.
I
Ice
love
cold.
Ice Trey too. I'm a fan of Trey Young. I'm a fan of Trey Young. I like Trey Young. I think Trey Young is one of the best shooters, one of the best shooters we've seen, bro, in NBA history. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I like Ice Trey.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
just
I ain't
saying.
going that far. I ain't going that far. Not in NBA history. Nah, that's a
I
little
just
too
one
far.
of.
But no, no, no.
All right, clinch.
No.
Yeah, you can't even give him that. That's
I
crazy.
think Trey
But
Young is a great shooter. He a great shooter. I can't say one of the greatest shooters. I can't go that far.
but I'm just saying. I don't think that he's going to be at the where he was. I mean, people adapt, bro, and it's okay. Like, you know what I mean?
You're
Like
right.
he's
I
about
mean,
to turn
I'm
28,
telling
bro.
you, on this Washington team, they will adapt to AJ. They will adapt to AJ. If you think that they're gonna be all over Trey Young with the Washington Wizards with the team that they're forming, you're tripping.
I don't think
I'm trying to
that.
tell you.
I don't think that.
I'm trying to tell you. I know their shooting guard is a 3-point specialist already. They got a 3-point specialist shooting guard. Trey Young is a 3-point specialist. You get AJ is going to be a small forward who is going to be killing people on the inside. You got Anthony Davis who's not going to be playing center no more. He'll be playing the power forward position. That's going to already be a mismatch for people because Anthony Davis can already dominate. And then you got your 7-1 front center who can shoot threes. If I'm this that starting five alone, if you think that Trey Young is not going to be able to get his shots up with a lineup that's almost, he got
I
three
believe he'll get
players
his
that's going
shots
to be
up.
over.
I believe he'll get his shots up, but it
That's
ain't
what
gonna be the lot
that's
that
what
you think it is.
if you think he's not going to get his shots up, AJ is 6'9", AD is probably like 6'10", 6'11", and then their center is like 7'1", 7'2". All those bigs around you. If you think Lil Trey Young is not gonna be able to use all these screens to get around them and utilize that, we're not even gonna talk about the 3-point. If you don't think he's gonna be able to use screens and get to like mid-range shots, you are tripping. I'm trying to tell you. Trying to tell you the way this team is building, which is why Trey Young is most likely gonna go back to the Wizards because he's gonna see what that Wizards team has something building. They have something building. So yes, if you're Washington, you see the potential of what a lineup what Trey Young looks like. If you don't get Trey Young, you're not getting nobody to replace Trey Young to that caliber at all. There is no point guards out there that you can get and be like feel comfortable with and be like, oh yeah, we can let's contend. Because at the end of the day, whether you're a losing organization or not, the goal is to contend every year. I don't care who the organization is. It's to contend. The Washington Wizards is the worst organization in basketball. They're the worst organization in basketball. Their goal is to win. They need to bring some type of hope to that organization. They're not paying nobody. There's nobody that they're paying right now.
It's gonna be
So
no hope,
yes,
brother. It's gonna be no hope.
besides people like I'm talking about to like max contracts and stuff. There's nobody that they're paying. They got the money to pay people.
It's gonna be no hope,
Pay
brother. It's gonna be no hope for Washington. No hope.
there will be one day,
It's gonna be no
and it all
hope.
starts with signing Trey Young. It all starts with
Mhm.
signing Trey Young.
It's the same dude, people, ladies and gentlemen, that said that the LeBron might be with the 76ers yesterday on the other day on the podcast, y'all. Just listen to y'all. Just letting y'all know. All right, it's the same
Yes,
dude.
yes, yes.
Well, what you guys think about Trey Young, man? About his decline in his player option? Do you think it's a good move, a smart move? And do you think that the Wizards should make a long term deal with him? Let us know in your comments below, and let us know how you feel. And that being said, we're gonna actually going to move on. We're going to move to the NFL. Um, so it was a report that came out, an insider, that said Jalen Carter, and the Philadelphia Eagles, they are hesitant to pay him because of uh, the injury that he has dealt with, and also the activities of the inappropriate activities that he uh, has done during his
You
time with
you
Philadelphia. Huh?
you skipping the Kawhi topic?
Oh yeah, yeah. We gonna do that tomorrow. I mean, I'll
All
do
right,
that
bet.
Monday.
All
We
right,
do that Monday. Yeah, we do that Monday. Yeah,
all right.
yeah. We do that
That's fine.
Monday. But yeah, yeah. But I was gonna let the people know the sneak peek on some stuff. But yeah, though. So yeah, there's been a report about the card and everything like that. Um, do you think this report is true or false about what they're talking about Jalen Carter?
I think a little bit of both. I think when you look at the history of us extended players, we do tend to do it early on. We
Yeah,
usually do it early on before we get before it gets to the point where we're gonna have to pay more money than we could have done early. I mean, we did it with Jordan Davis. We did it with Saquon when we extended him early instead of waiting. We that's what we do. So the fact even when we extended Jordan Davis, a lot of people was like, "Dang, we extended Jordan Davis and not Jalen Carter."
right,
I mean, and then you start to think like, wow, we all said we everybody has different reasons of why that happened. My reasoning was because of the off field issues. I felt like Jordan Davis, number one, Jordan Davis had a major leap on the field, but he also is one of those players that you don't have to worry about off the field. So
right.
I thought that's why he got paid. But then you start thinking like like you've been saying it a lot. You've been saying Jalen Carter's been putting in the work this year. You know, I mean, we
Yeah,
haven't seen it on the field yet, but he's been putting in the work this offseason like we haven't seen any other off seasons. Um, I feel like Jalen Carter has been working on himself. I mean, yeah, he did have the spin incident last year, but since then, I mean, I didn't really see he
he's been
hasn't had no
killing.
crazy incidents. He hasn't not nothing crazy. I mean, he still talks his talk, but he hasn't had nothing crazy. So I think he'll get more into that leadership role, and especially now that those veteran guys aren't there no more. Feel like being under those vet wings, he'll eventually be that fill that void of being a leader. So, but then you start to wonder like Jalen Carter is the best player on his defense, hands down.
And
I mean, if Jalen Carter is not on his team, that D line is not the same.
at all.
It's not. It's not the same without Jalen Carter. We need Jalen Carter for that D line to work. I don't care. I don't care who we have on that D line. We need Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter makes that he makes he's that the heart. He's that heart of that D line. So you start to think like, why haven't we paid him yet? What are we waiting for? Are we waiting for him? Are we waiting for the season? Because as the season goes on, I think it's going to only get higher because
Right.
I've been telling a lot of people, I believe that Jalen Carter will be the defensive player of the year. I truly
This
believe it.
year,
I truly believe it. Yeah. I think he has that. I think he has that potential. I think or everything
hold
that
up, wait,
we're
hold
building.
up. With Matt Crosby,
Yeah, yeah. With
I
Max
throw that
Crosby
out there, yo.
because
I throw that out
yeah,
there.
with Max Crosby, brother. The way I'm thinking, bro, be once we get all these people, these pieces, I
Right.
believe I've been telling you, I believe we're gonna get Max Crosby. We already got Jonathan Grenard. You're not gonna be able to double team. You're not gonna be able to
Nobody.
double team Jalen Carter all the time. You feel me?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to double team, which means Jalen Carter is gonna have those free releases. He's gonna have those free releases. And I think once he has those free releases, it's over. It's over. It's pick your poison. Somebody on that D line will go off. Maybe it'll be Jordan Davis but somebody's gonna go off. But Jordan Davis can pick up two people if he really wants to with his size. So it's gonna really be pick your poison. So to me, I feel like I don't think the Eagles are hesitant to pay him, but it do make me question like why haven't we paid him yet?
That's a fair point. That's definitely a fair point. Um, I think what the reporter was saying, I think he kind of threw it way out of proportion because I don't think that the Eagles are hesitant to pay him because if they were hesitant to pay him, they would entertain trade um, um, trades in different teams. Like for example, Michael Parsons, Jerry Jones wanted Jalen Carter, and the Eagles automatically said no.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns, they said, okay, you want Miles Garrett? We want Jalen Carter. Eagles automatically said no. So what that tells me right there is that Jalen Carter is an untouchable piece.
Yeah.
He is a major piece to that team. And so I don't see any hesitant there. So that part I don't really believe because it's been showing that even if you willing to get a Miles Garrett, who is the best, one of the best of the best, and you're not willing to get away, let go of Jalen Carter, that speaks crazy value. That speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do I think they're hesitant? No. Am I kind of confused why he didn't get paid? Yeah, I am. But I do understand that they kind of put the brakes on it because he really didn't play last year. He got hurt with the injury and everything like that. Then the whole incident with the spit and everything. I do believe that Jalen
Mm-hmm.
Carter has definitely got mature better. I think in certain situations,
Mm-hmm.
I think when it comes like when things are happening, like during the season, I think he's going to handle it a better way than he did it before.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that they're trying to make an example out of him to say like, "Yo, we picked you here for a reason. You supposed to be a leader. You know what I mean? You are the heartbeat, like you just said, the heartbeat and the heart of the defense. When you know, it was like it's always like when it comes to defensive ends in the Eagles, it's always two people that you build around. You got Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham. Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter are the next guys to take over the ring. That's just the truth. And they've been around, be around those two guys. Now, I'm not shocked that they. I was shocked, but not shocked because when they paid Jordan Davis, because
Jordan
Jordan Davis
Davis.
had a monster season. He deserved
Hmm.
every single penny. Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought
Hmm.
Jordan Davis was a bust, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't say that. No, I didn't think he was a bust.
No, I thought that. I
Yeah,
ain't
no,
gonna
I know
lie,
you
I thought
did.
that.
I know
Yeah,
you
I
did.
thought
I
that. I know
didn't.
you didn't, but I know. Yeah, I thought that because I was like, this boy never gonna lose no weight. He always gonna be fat. We need somebody to tell him to lose the goddamn weight. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, so like he was always slow. I'm like, bro, why did we draft him, man? What?
No,
Like,
he wasn't slow.
yes,
I
he
give you, he was
was.
out of shape. He wasn't slow
Yeah,
though,
slow
bro.
out of
The man,
shape.
he was out. He wasn't slow, bro. Hey, Jordan
It
Davis
felt like he was
been fast his
slow.
whole career. He was fast his whole
He
career,
was
bro.
fast. He was fast last year.
He
He
was
was
fast
slamming
every year.
down, dude. Boom! I said, Lord have mercy. I was like, all right, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, he
Nah.
put in the work. Jordan Davis definitely put in the work, and he doesn't get in trouble. So it's like, okay, I understand why they paid him first. Um,
Yeah, but
but you
then
know
you
what's
gotta look
crazy?
on the flip side. I was gonna say on the flip side though, Jalen Carter been putting in that work every year, and even though we all said that he didn't deserve it, he might have not played last year, but he still was a, a Pro Bowler. He still got
That
selected
speaks
to the Pro Bowl.
volumes.
So
Yeah, that speaks volumes.
yeah, so it's like with all these things stacking up, like that's what I said. With Tom, if he barely played last year and got Pro Bowl, I'm pretty sure he'll go All Pro this year if he plays the whole season. So it's like
Oh, no
as
doubt.
his resume as his resume keeps adding on, that's more and more money that you're gonna have to pay. Which is why that's the
Yeah,
only part that I don't like is like we're gonna have to pay him all this money, which is going like is he gonna deserve it for sure. It's like I'm not gonna be mad at us paying all that money, but
but
it's
you know
like
what I got?
if we have the opportunity,
But I was
we
gonna
said,
say,
brother,
I'm making a prediction. I got a feeling he's gonna get paid during the season.
by before halfway
Yeah,
or after halfway.
Pro- probably before halfway.
Mm,
Probably before halfway. I think probably before halfway. I got a feeling that he's gonna get paid though. But I think he's gonna get paid during the season though. I think he'll get paid during the season.
I feel like
I don't.
he should get paid
Yeah.
during preseason, in my opinion.
Or
I
yeah.
would pay him during preseason.
Or probably during preseason. I feel like that when the season like starts to progress, like when it gets to August, end of August, September, I feel
Hmm.
like how are we gonna make it out of nowhere? I think it's gonna happen out of nowhere. I'm not even gonna. I think it's gonna happen out of nowhere. Like, oh, breaking news: Jalen Carter is the highest paid D tackle in history. And well, not history, but you know what I mean. Like in NFL, blah blah blah. And it's week three. And it's week
Yeah.
three. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I do feel like that they do got a plan for him. I do believe he's gonna get paid this year, though. I do believe he's gonna get
Yeah.
paid this year. I don't think that they're gonna wait next year because they gotta pay too many guys, and then they're not gonna be able to
Yeah.
afford Jalen Carter. So you know what I'm saying? They gotta pay Coop, they gotta pay Quinn, they gotta pay who else? Uh, who else they gotta pay? Jalen. They gotta
Um,
extend Jalen. If he plays phenomenal, they gotta pay who else?
Probably Smitty.
Probably no. He just got an extension.
I don't. I keep saying that. I don't think so.
He
I'm about to
just
look at
got
his
an
contract. I
extension.
think
Hold up.
Devontae Smith. I don't think he just got no contract though. Let's see. Devontae Smith signed a
Oh,
3-year
it's all the way through
contract.
2028. It's all the way
Yeah.
through 2028.
So
I mean, that's another
hey,
year though. So like.
Yeah, but we like to get done things done early. So if he has a dominant season, they're going to give him that extension.
Oh,
Same way
no
they give.
doubt. Saquon.
I think yeah.
You think what?
I was gonna say same way that they gave like Saquon that extension.
Saquon is the same thing. 2028.
Yeah, yeah. I think Devontae Smith is going. We're gonna have to pay him. I think Devontae Smith is gonna have a monster season.
Yeah,
I truly believe that. So
yeah,
we're gonna have to
yeah.
pay him.
So you know what I mean. So yeah, so I do believe that that Carter is gonna get paid though, no doubt about it. I don't see them not waiting, like them waiting an extra year, like at the end of the year and paying him. I don't see that happening. I do believe that what's going to happen is that they're probably going to get Max Crosby, because right now Max Crosby and his deal right now, um, when you look at his contract, it's kind of reasonable. You know what I mean, to say the least. And I think his contract runs through all the way till I think he got a 3-year extension. Um, all the way to 2000 and actually he got all the way to 2028, I believe, 28. So probably Philly 9 out of 10. Uh, 9 out of 10. Philly probably going to extend him a little, probably 2 more extra years or something like that. If they trade up on Max Crosby, because I think he's going into I think his first year of his 3-year contract extension. Am I correct?
Mm.
Yeah. And so,
Yeah, I don't know.
uh,
I don't know.
oh well, yeah. I said he's currently playing under. He said Max Crosby is currently playing under a 3-year extension with the Raiders, and yeah. So right now, yeah. Yeah, so this is his first year in the 3-year deal that he's in, and yeah, yeah, and so 9 out of 10, Philly probably gonna extend him probably 2 more years, and so or another year after that, probably another year or add a year after that, and so
Mm.
yeah, but I say in general though, I think regardless of this whole entire thing or story that they made about Jalen Carter, um, I think it's bogus. The truth of the matter is that the man. They are a whole different team if Jalen Carter's not there. I mean, they did try to hold down the fort while he was gone when he got hurt last year, and I ain't gonna lie, they did a good of a job, but it's not the same. In Carter, they're there. It's not the same, and so it's like, um, yeah, I believe that this report, is somewhat true, but at the same time, I do believe they do a whole lot of stuff to try to make a story. You know what I mean? But um, I do believe Jalen Carter gonna wind up getting paid though this year, no doubt about it. I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen suddenly, bro. It's gonna happen suddenly, bro.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that right now. It's gonna happen suddenly.
we gonna see.
Gonna see.
Yeah.
You wanna do the other topics, or you wanna wait till Monday?
Um, I
Or
was
one
gonna
more topic?
say,
You wanna do one more topic?
yeah, we could do one more and then we can see the other ones from Monday.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, you can do one more.
we're gonna do one more topic today, and the other topics we're going to discuss on Monday. We was talking about Jalen Carter, and so we're going to stick on football. And here's a kind of a question: which quarterback in the AFC needs needs a championship or needs a Super Bowl appearance? Same as the NFC. The NFC.
Um, I'm gonna say Josh Allen for the AFC. I feel like Josh Allen has all the tools, all the potential. I mean, to get it done. I mean, we've seen Josh Allen do it without no weapons. Without no weapons, I think the biggest problem is the defense. But I feel like now they're actually starting to build on that defense. So I feel like now it's kind of the time. It's kind of that time for them to win a championship. And it was a big debate on if I was gonna pick him or the person you picked, but
Right.
I ended up picking him because I feel like the person you picked has always had a great team, which is why they should also be in that conversation for sure. But I feel like they have also always had a great defense, and their offense has always been pretty good as well. So I feel like Josh Allen has never had no good defense in his career. It's always just been him having great offense. So now that they getting these pieces, you brought CJ for a reason. I mean, man, I forgot all the other people that they brought in there, but we brought these pieces in. It's time.
As
I
we
mean,
go
what did
down
CJ
with
what did CJ say? Wherever CJ go, championships follow. I mean, or at least there's always a winning play. So I believe that defense will be pretty good this year, for sure.
I
As
hope that
far as the
championship don't
NFC,
fall into Buffalo.
eh, never know. Yo, Dre.
Yo, Jay,
As
what's
far as
going
the
on, bro?
NFC, the NFC. When you talk about NFC, who has to make an NFC? I mean, has to make a Super Bowl appearance. That makes it a little bit harder because
Or championship. Or
or
championship.
championship.
Yeah, or
I
championship.
feel like I feel like the only person you can name is Dak Prescott. That's the only person I feel like you can name. So I'll be interested to see who you name. But I feel like the only person you can name is Dak. Is Dak. Dak is the only person I feel like in the NFC that hasn't made no championship appearance that should make one with the team that he has or with the teams that he's had. He
Yes.
should have made at least one. So I feel like he's the only one I can think of that's in the NFC that hasn't already made an appearance. So I'm interested to see who you said because I doubt that you said Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I didn't say Dak Prescott because it's never going to happen. I can't agree with
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean?
yes,
But
I'm interested to see who you say for sure.
yeah, well, let me go with the AFC first. Well, absolutely. I was actually debating whether it was going to be Josh Allen or this other person. But I kind of gave Josh Allen a little bit of grace, and I got to pick this person right here because I believe that he is on the hot seat. Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is, if I'm not mistaken, a three-time MVP, right? Three, two, three or two,
Hmm. Two or I think
two,
two.
two. Okay,
It might be three,
two,
but I two
three,
for sure.
three or two. It don't matter. But he still got. He got in the fact of the matter, he got more than one, and so
Yeah.
um, he has a squad around him. Um, every time he goes to the playoffs, something happens. Something happens. He plays phenomenal in the season. He's one of the most electrifying quarterbacks we have ever seen in NFL history. In my opinion, I'm like, we have future quarterback Hall of Famers, and not one of them guys stepped up to the plate and go toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes to go past him to go to the Super Bowl. But you know what I mean? It's just mind blowing to me. Jalen LeBron, no, I'm not LeBron. Lamar Jackson has been in the league for a long time. Uh, I feel like there's no excuse for Lamar Jackson at this point. He needs to go and deliver. Um, he has to. He's been winning the NFL for 9 seasons. He's going on his 10th year. Come on, Lamar, what you doing? What you doing? You know what I mean? And comparing him and to Josh Allen, the only reason why I kind of give Josh Allen some grace is because he didn't got no defense, and like on the other side of his team, and that's kind of like on the organization's fault. And on top of all that, the rated rims are like when it comes to paper wise, like person player to player, the Ravens got a better team than the Buffalo Bills. I
No,
don't.
they definitely do. I'm sorry I got to cut you off because
That's
I read
fine.
my man's Drake comment. My man, like Drake said, the one time it wasn't his fault because Mark Andrews did drop the ball. Then you had the other season
That's
where
one time. What about the times?
Lamar Jackson drove the team all the way up the field, and the field goal kicker missed the kick. So it's they do have some unlucky situations. I will give them that. Whether you want to say Lamar shouldn't have put them in that position or what, they do be having some unlucky situations happen to them for them not to win the game, and it don't be
Right.
on Lamar. For them to
It
win the
don't
game,
be
it don't be
Lamar.
on Lamar.
But
Lamar makes
but
the
I ain't
plays,
gonna
and they
but I ain't gonna hold you. What Dre was saying something about that one time it was tight end's fault that didn't catch the ball. Okay, yeah, but what leaded up to that? He had like four fumbles in that game. One of them um got a pick six with a touchdown.
he did. I
Uh,
agree. I agree. But at the end of the day, if you put your team in a position, if you he Lamar Jackson put his team in a position to lose, but he also put his team in a position to win. So I do agree that he did have all those turnovers. But even with having all those turnovers, that's why you built that defense up the way up they built them up for them to be able to withstand them if they do make those mistakes. You feel me? And Lamar Jackson was still in the game. Even with all those turnovers, they were still in the game. And he made that play and the tight end dropped the ball. So I can't be like I can't put that on Lamar. Because he made the play he didn't he put them in that position to be down, but he also put them in a position to be up. They had a chance. The ball was right in his hands and he dropped the ball.
he needs to finish the job. He needs to finish the job. Lamar don't finish the job. That's the bottom line. He don't finish the job. Whether it's
I
the
see.
ball fault or
I
kicker
agree to
fault or whatever it can be, he don't finish the job. He needs to finish the job.
is you got to say that to his team too. The team don't finish the
Yeah,
job
that too.
because
But I'm just saying in
he
general.
steps up. I can't. That's the one thing you can't say is he does step up. Mark Andrews don't drop the ball. When do you ever see Mark Andrews drop the ball? Never. So the
Never.
fact that he dropped the ball and the most crucial point of his career to be able to win a game, come on, or like that's not happening. 9 times out of 10, it's not happening. It was a mistake by Mark Andrews. The other time I told you they got a rookie kicker. They got rid of Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker did what we did. Had the case against him. They got a rookie
Hmm.
kicker. The rookie kicker missed the field goal kick. So
Right.
it's cool. Now
Yeah.
I want to hear what you got to say for the NFC. I don't care about Lamar. What do you got to say for the NFC?
I agree with you about Dak Prescott and all that, but we came to grits that Dak Prescott gonna be Dak Prescott, and he's never gonna bring a championship. I came to grits with that. Uh, for 3 years for 3 years ago. And but the one quarterback that I think that needs to make it get a championship or a Super Bowl appearance is none other than Jared Goff. Let me tell you why, brother. Let me tell you why. Jared Goff, his team is so phenomenal. There's no reason why you are getting eliminated either the first or the second round.
I'm hold on because I'm confused. Are we talking about? I thought you was talking about ending career.
Huh?
I thought you when you asked that question, I thought you meant ending career.
Yeah, in their career. Yeah, that needs. No, I said whoever in the NFC quarterbacks that needs to make win a championship or make a Super Bowl appearance, either the AFC or the NFC on both sides.
Well, then if that's the case, then I'm changing my answer. I thought you were saying like that hasn't made it at all. Like that needs to make it.
Oh, it don't
If
matter.
that's the case, then
Yeah, it don't matter.
yeah, I was gonna say if that's the case, I'm saying Matthew Stafford. If that's the case,
Oh no, no, I'm not. Well, why Matthew Stafford then?
Matthew Stafford has the best team in the league.
Same as
Matthew Stafford literally has everything.
same as Jared Goff.
No, it's not the same thing with golf. It's not, and the only reason I say it's not the same thing with golf is because you clearly seen them take that step back when they lost Ben Johnson. When they lost Ben Johnson, that offense took a step back, and now you losing David Montgomery, which you would say Jameer Gibbs is can be that guy, but we have we haven't seen Jameer Gibbs be the number one guy by himself. Yeah, we haven't seen it yet. So that whole offense is going to be different, and then that defense has already been taking a step back. That defense been took a step back. So I would say Matthew Stafford and that Rams team should make a Super Bowl appearance. There's no reason why they shouldn't with that defense and that offense. They already have a top three offense, and now you got a defense that should be top three as well. No reason why they shouldn't make the Super Bowl. So yeah, I changed my answer from Dak. Then I only said Dak because he never make it to the Super Bowl, and I thought we was just talking about people who never made the championship a day in their life. That's why I said Dak. But no, if we talking about just in this season, it should be Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, I feel you on that. No, but I mean, but I'm still going to answer my question with Jared Goff. I
No,
mean,
it's
Jared
true.
Goff always. I said with Jared Goff. I mean, Jared Goff, he did went to a championship, went to a Super Bowl, but that was a long time ago. And this is a league that say is always what have you done for me lately? And as of right now, Jared Goff hasn't really done anything. The only thing that he has been putting up is crazy stat numbers. It's the only thing that he's been putting up. And um, I believe that he has the team to win a championship. It's plain and rent his day. And so as a result, um, one can argue that he has um a better roster right now than when he had with the Rams. And so I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean the changes that have been made. What you talking about, Ben Johnson and all that type of stuff. But the team is still intact. The team is still intact, and I feel like that Detroit should be one of those people one of those teams that should be a threat in the NFC. Like when we talk about the NFC, we don't really look at the Detroit Lions. I mean, we look at them as a threat, but not as a threat. You feel me? And so it's like you got to scratch your head why. You know what I'm saying? And so as a result, um, I feel like that with golf and with his talent and everything like that, and um, he needs to deliver something to Detroit. Um, I mean, they're going to have to fix it. Their offensive coordinator, the defense, and all that. I mean, their defense is still good. You know what I mean? It wasn't
That's
like
where
it
I
was
kind of
before.
that see. That's where me and you kind of disagree. I don't think that defense is good no more. That's my whole thing.
I
Is why
said
I
it's
wouldn't say
cool. I
Jared
didn't say
Goff.
it was great.
No, I don't think they're good though. That's my opinion though.
I mean,
My opinion.
yeah.
I don't
I
think they're
mean,
good.
well, they
You
do
got
got
you
a
got
great team though. You know what
you
I
got
mean?
Hutcherson. They don't have no DBs.
Yeah. I mean,
Besides
you
you could
got the
say
more
Brian
Arnold.
Branch.
You got the more Arnold and
You said
Brian
who?
Brandt. Arnold.
Terry Arnold not good. Not to the point where let's be honest about Terry Arnold. Terry Arnold wasn't even a starter on his team.
He
He,
was
he
he
wasn't
was
he
he
wasn't even
was
a starter.
drafted
Yeah, he was.
first
He was
round.
drafted, but he wasn't a starter. He was, but he wasn't starting.
He should have been if you
He
a
lost
first
his
round
he
pick.
lost his job. No, he lost his job. The
I
brother
mean,
the
hey,
brother lost his job to Amik Robertson,
he did.
and Amik Robertson was cooking.
He was
So
cooking.
not saying that Terry Arnold can be good, but he's not no number one corner. You feel me? I don't look at Terry Arnold as the number one corner. He's not on the same level as Quinion. They was drafted in the same class. He was the second drafted corner in that draft class. Over Cooper DeJean. He's not better than Cooper DeJean.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I'm saying Terry Arnold he's a good player, but he's not no player you be like, oh, I need you to lock down my number one receiver. You don't look at him for that.
Right, 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 right.
Like I say, as far as then you got Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson is coming off of the came off the injury. I can't remember if Aiden Hutchinson came off the injury looking the same way or not. But from my memory, I don't remember him coming off the same way.
I mean, I mean, that's what I'm saying. All of those facts that you made is absolutely right on point. But I'm just saying that like when the type of team and the structure that they are, they should um have a team or structure as a championship team. And so I mean that's why I say that like they should reach at least reach to the NFC championship game. They ain't even reached there. And so it's like
You
um
said they should make it to the NFC Championship game
like, yeah, did they?
this year.
No, they did. That's right. No, no, no. No, they did. No, they did. No, they did. Not this year. Not this year. Not this year. I'm not talking about this
No, yeah,
year.
this bad last year they get went out early.
Yeah, they went out early. That's right. Yeah, they did. That's right. You're right. I'm not saying that they should make it the NFC Championship game this year. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
But
eventually.
it is what you say though, brother.
No,
You have
no,
some
I'm saying
questions.
eventually golf need to like, well, probably like next year or the year after, needs to really like, okay, yo, we need to get this championship. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, he don't got too much years. He 31. He don't got a long time. His window is closing.
But I mean, like
That window.
I mean, he playing 30. I mean, he 31, but he playing like he not slowing down at all. So it's like, but
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
that window closing. They ain't gonna be open forever.
you're right. It ain't gonna be over forever. But I guess we got to see about what's up. You know what I mean? I mean that's just my pick. You know.
Yeah, you right, Dre. You definitely right. I think that window closed too. I don't think they won no championship. Nah, I can't see it.
let us know what y'all think about who needs which quarterback needs to make it to the championship or even make it to the Super Bowl appearance, whether the NFC and the internet, whether in the NFC or in the AFC. Let us know how you feel. Let us know your quarterback and how you feel about it and what make you think and what's your thoughts about it. Uh, today was a great show, y'all. Um, we got a couple topics that we didn't discuss. So we're gonna give you like a little sneak peek of what's in store for them on Monday. Monday we're gonna be talking about Kawhi Leonard and should he wants to leave LA and go to a contender team. Um, that's number one. Number two, um, what does Jaden Daniels need to prove this season, and also what is at stake for Brock Purdy heading into this season? Those are the three topics that we're going to be discussing. Um, I'm crying. Yeah, let's do, man. Do all we want to go outside. But those are the three topics to remember: Kawhi, Jalen Daniels, and Brock Purdy. That we're going to be discussing tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday. But like I said, thank y'all for all of us for your love and support every single time that you be on, taking your time on your day to come hang out with us each and every week. And we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. Anything you want to say, Sean, before we get on out of here?
We outside.
You outside. I'm inside, brother. I'm inside, brother. I know my man got to go to work, so he got to go to sleep a little bit. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
him some rest. I'm trying to respect his time and all that.
that's
But you
it.
know what I mean. But yeah, you know what I mean. That's my guy. But yeah, but yeah, in general, man, we love all of y'all, man. We appreciate all the love and support, and we'll see you on Monday.
That's it.
Same place, same time. 3 o'clock. Um, um, yeah, and that being said, have a great weekend. This is your boy Manny,
It's your boy Sean.
and this was the Word Sports Podcast. Take it easy, y'all. Have a great weekend. Be safe, y'all. I see y'all on Monday. We'll see y'all on Monday. Peace out.